The Ford Transit Custom is the mid-size model of the hugely popular Transit van family. Aimed at Britain's tradesmen and women, it comes in a variety of body styles including short and long wheelbase, single cab or double cab. You can even have combi or tornado versions with up to 9 seats. Crucially, the Custom has the bragging rights where it really counts, here in the back. Depending on which body format you go for, you get between 6 and 8.3 cubic metres of load space, and those are figures that no other one-ton van out there can beat. Even the short wheelbase Custom allows you to carry 3 Euro pallets all at the same time. Go for the long wheelbase version like this one and you'll also be able to carry items of more than 3 metres in length thanks to this clever little load through facility here in the bulkhead. Spend a few £100 extra on the high roof version and your capacity gets boosted by a further 20%, and for the equivalent of what, a tenner a week over the space of a year, that's not half bad. And because the top is made from steel rather than composite, you can also add a roof rack that will carry an extra 100 kilos of load. Half wood panelling is optional, but there are plenty of other practical features built into the Transit Custom as standard, like these rear doors that lock into their 90-degree position or can extend out to 180 degrees if needed. You've also got this easy to clean floor liner, as well as a whole variety of tie-down hooks located off the floor to help you lash down your cargo. However, one option that is definitely worth the investment is the super bright LED load bay lights, which can help you keep working long into the night. Climb inside the cab and you'll notice more than a hint of Fiesta or Focus about the interior design. Granted, a lot of the plastics are a lot more functional than they are touchy-feely, but compared with its rivals, the quality is actually very strong. There is loads of handy storage space, such as the 93 litres underneath the passenger seat. There's also this fold-down table that's big enough for a laptop. If you need your cab to be even more like a mobile office, then you can choose one of the versions that comes with Ford's Sync infotainment system. This lets you make and take calls using steering wheel mounted controls, and it also lets you stream music. It's not perfect though, because the screen is rather small and the buttons are a bit fiddly. You also need to make sure that you do your homework about which trim level you want, because some of the ones available miss out on some kit that you would expect as standard. For instance, this mid-spec trend version gets niceties like automatic lights and wipers, cruise control and a heated windscreen, but bizarrely it misses out on air conditioning unless you pay extra or you upgrade to limited trim. The other thing to mention is that space in here is a little bit cramped. Having this full-length bulkhead to separate you from your cargo does mean that the Transit Custom has the full 5-star crash safety rating from Euro NCAP, but it also means that your legroom is rather pinched, especially if you're travelling 3 up. On the road, the Transit Custom is one of the most civilised vans there is. The steering's nice and direct, the gear shift is nice and positive, and the ride, even with a relatively light load on board, stays impressively smooth and comfortable. What's more, the stability control system alters its level of intervention depending on the weight and the location of the mass in the back, and that means the van always feels stable and secure. The British-built 2.2 litre diesel engine comes with a choice of 3 power outputs: 99, 123 and 153 brake horsepower. This van has the most powerful, and even this one doesn't feel all that strong, so you're much better off going with economy over performance and keeping a little bit more money in your pocket. The 99 brake horsepower version has by far the best fuel consumption and CO2 emissions, and performance is adequate enough, especially if you spend most of your days delivering in town. The Transit Custom is one of the most spacious, most practical vans of its kind, and that alone makes it one of the best. It's also one of the most civilised to drive, and even more importantly, it's very cost effective. That makes it pretty much unbeatable.